Good morning, good afternoon, good day. Happy Wednesday. You have arrived at Wisdom Wednesday podcast with Dr. Mary Segars. I want to welcome you and thank you so much for joining in. We've been continuing this entire month about getting to know yourself better. And I trust that the episodes has helped you to with yourself again. Part four and talk about you are enough. So grab your coffee or maybe your tea and join in on the conversation. So this episode is talking about you are enough. Know that you are enough just the way you are. You don't need to do anything else because you are uniquely and wonderfully and fearfully made, and you are just. So with that, I want to talk about how you can be that you are enough. Be authentic. That word's getting to be used a lot, but let me just share with you how important it is to be authentic. Be yourself. Be true to yourself, whether anybody likes it or not. And I tell you, when you learn how to be true to yourself, you will be able to appreciate yourself. And it was just a wonderful thing because you know that you are being true to yourself. And when you're true to yourself, you will also be true to others, the strangers, your neighbors, your family members. So that is going to be a vital, important thing to be true to yourself. Also, be a truth teller. Now, what do I mean by that? Let your no be no, let your yes be yes. And when you speak, they know it's the truth. So when you are a truth teller, you're going to be able to let people know that you have integrity, that you are genuine, you are sincere, you're down to earth. And so what you see is what you get, right? So when you are a truth teller, I tell you, don't allow yourself to be snuck in to tell a little lie just to cover up this. Because when you truth, you don't have to remember anything. You know the truth. But when you start allowing lies to come in, it's going to be of a person. Let me just share with you what Zig Ziglar said. He said, until you are happy with who you are, you will never be happy with what you have. And think about that. Right? So you're a truth teller. Allow yourself to be take care of yourself. I said, allow yourself for self care on a regular basis. On a regular basis. You know why? That means you may have to just sit back and put your phone on hold or something. Stop looking at all your emails because we could put the outside world could put so much pressure on us that we will not allow ourselves to really enjoy who we are and to enjoy what we need to do. So if you take care of yourself, you can take care of your family. You can take care of your sick loved ones or whatever. So schedule a monthly massage. I shared with you before. I do that at least once a month, even before the pandemic, and I'm very careful now with the pandemic. Allow for yourself to get your nails done, get your pedicure, allow someone to pamper on you and treat you well, right? So when you take care of yourself, you're going to be able to be more willing and able and capable of taking care of others. So allow yourself for the self-care. That is crucial. I know we used to fly on the airplane, they always tell you, in the event of an emergency, when the oxygen tent come down, that little cover to put yourself cover yourself first, and then help your loved ones. And it's so true. It's so true. Let me share with you, if it's necessary, sometimes stress is overwhelming. It's okay to seek professional help. There's nothing wrong with it. That's why they're there. I think about Luke. He was a physician. There was a need back then. There's a need now, even more so with the pandemic. Stress is going on, uncertainties. Sometimes we can be overwhelmed with just everyday living. So if you need to learn how to seek out help, there's nothing wrong with getting treatment or therapy or whatever it is that you need. Talk to a good friend, maybe your pastor, someone that you trust, that you can just share things that's going on the inside with you, right? Not only that, learn how to forgive yourself. I tell you, learn the lesson from your mistakes, but don't let the past hold you accountable or hold you captive of that, because your future looks so bright and you need all that you have to go forward. I always say this, just learn from the mistakes and don't let one bad incident or one bad thing happen to you identify who you are. That's just one incident in the millions and zillions of incidents that we'll have in your life. So allow yourself, okay, I missed it. It's not the end of the world. Let me just keep going and moving on towards my future, right? Believe in your abilities and believe in your strengths. And there's some things that only you can do. I have a dear, a great administrator. She likes to organize, whether it's files or furniture or things in your drawers. She's just a great organizer. So I said, believe in what you can do. People will pay you for what you do well, right? You think it's just a natural thing that you do. But allow yourself to know that you have special and unique gifts that only you can do. So be grateful for that and be thankful that you got things that somebody else may not have. And so that's another way of learning how to be authentic and learning how to be the gifts that you have that only you can offer to the world. Mm. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and let's continue on about you are enough. I also like to say be grateful. It's nothing wrong with having a grateful heart, because when you appreciate and show your gratitude, that goes a long way. And so accept yourself for who you are. And I would recommend, I've started this during the pandemic. I started a little what I call a grateful journal, excuse me. And I allow myself to write down things, even in the snow, I'm able to see the sunlight coming out. Like today, it's very snowy in Michigan. In fact, the frigid temperatures. But in the midst of all of that, in the midst of all of the coldness and have to bungle up and looking like gloves, hats, and all of that, I could see the sunlight coming through, gleaming through, and that gives a you're grateful for that. And so that's another thing. Be grateful and express your gratefulness. That's why I said it might be a grateful journal. And in that way, when you have those days that just doesn't seem right, you can be able to pull out that journal. So, oh yes, on January the 26th, there was great light, and I was able to share my share whatever I paid it for, whatever it is. Allow yourself to have that grateful attitude. Trust me, that goes a long way. Let me just give you another quote. I like this. It said, "Just be yourself. Let people see the real, imperfect, flawed, quirky, weird, beautiful, magical person that you are." So Mindy Hale made that quote, and I love that because it is what it is. Everyone is unique, everyone is different, and bring to the table what you have to offer is your unique and wonderful self. Another thing I would like to mention is be a giver. Let's just pause there for a minute. I'm sure we all know people who are just takers. They take, and never want to give and receive. But the thing is, don't be like that. Pray for those people that are just always self-centered or selfish, and they want you always to attend their event, would never come to one of your events. That's okay. Pray for them. And so you allow yourself to be a giver. And when I think of giving, it's not always in monetary. Give a smile. When you're in the neighborhood grocery store and people are frustrated because there's not things on the shelf like they want, give a person a smile. I tell you, that goes a long way. A smile is a universal language. You can say, "Hi, it's going to be all right. I see you. You're looking good." So make sure that you can give without always having monetary gifts, right? And so you want to be able to give. And when you do give monetary gifts, don't expect anything back, because when you give, it's a universal principle. I call it, it's called reciprocity principle. Give. When you give, it shall be given back unto you. And so believe it or not, that will allow you to receive things unexpectedly, to receive things when you least expect it. So when you give of a genuine heart, give love, give support, all give encouraging words. And so when you give that, it'll come back to you in a way that you least expect. So I call it that reciprocity principle that will work. And then let me give you one more quote here. You know, sometimes we may be hurt, but let me just share with this quote here. It said, never trust your tongue when your heart is bitter or broken. Hush until you heal. And, you know, I've talked about making sure that we be healed emotionally, spiritually, physically. And that way we can be able to be our whole self, our genuine and authentic self. So sometimes we just have to not say anything. Let it, you know, you just because you know something, you don't have to always say something, right? And so that way you'll be able to still be true to yourself and you be true to who you represent in the world. And then the last point I want to talk about is be open to learn and to be coachable. You know, we don't know it all. You know, we went to school, but that doesn't mean we know everything. And so allow yourself to be open to learn. Invest in yourself. Get a book. Read a good book. Listen to a podcast that will give you some new insights and give you a new perspective. And learn how to be coachable, and so you'll be able to grow, stretch your out of your zone, and you'll be a new amazing person that you didn't even think you could be. So this month we've really been talking about getting to know yourself better. I trust and pray that you have enjoyed all the episodes. You can go back to listen to the other previous episodes. But listen, friends, next month is February already. So next Wednesday, I'll be coming to you, and it's already February. In fact, it's February 1st. However, we know that February is Valentine's Day, and we know that my new anthology will release. Now, I have 10 amazing women, authors, who will share their story, speak their truth. So listen in for that. We're scheduling that lineup now. And not only that, it's Black History Month as well. And I met some phenomenal young millenniums who's doing some great things right here locally in my state. And I would like to maybe even have them come on and share what they're doing. And so be listening out for February, and we'll be able to have more conversations about wisdom, and you get a little wisdom nugget for everyday living. So until next time, I trust and believe that you had a great time. You got some nuggets from this series, and remember this: you are enough. Be authentic. Be a truth teller. Be true to yourself. Allow time for self care on a regular basis. If necessary, seek out professional help. Learn how to forgive yourself. Don't allow one mistake or two mistakes identify who you are. That's just an instant happening. And believe in your abilities and your strengths. Be grateful. Always be grateful. Maybe a grateful journal. And then be a giver. Give out of your sincere heart, and don't even expect to receive, but I can promise you, you will receive more than you gave out. So, my friends, and be open to learn and to always and to be coachable. So, until next week, the month of February, I'll see you then. Be blessed and have a great day because you are enough. This is Dr. Mary Segars. Bye for now.